Colin, thank you so much for joining us. Forgive the transition here, but we wanted to take the first family as they do their first egg roll. Colin Reed is joining us, of course. He at one point was on Scott Brown's staff, and especially the re-election campaign, and so he knows up front and personal what Elizabeth Warren and her campaign can be like. And now America Rising PAC is going to be looking to follow her around during this book tour, correct?
Correct, and happy Marathon Monday, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on. Talk to us a little bit about this. One of the things that I saw yesterday was there's a few confusing things from my perspective about this book tour. One of them is that she's kicking it off in New York, not her home state, right?
Right. She is. She's got, I'd imagine, a round of television interviews in New York tomorrow. And I think that's where the first one is, and then we'll see where she goes. But for us, the reason this book tour raised a red flag for us is because back in the summer of 2014, a book tour was the first foray Secretary Clinton kind of had wading back into political politics ahead of her 2016 run, and it was, of course, during that book tour where Secretary Clinton famously used the word "dead broke" to describe she and her husband's finances. So that became, of course, something that haunted her throughout the course of her campaign, and that's why we view this book tour with Senator Warren with the same kind of opportunities. Not to say that she's definitely going to commit a gaffe of that nature, but when you do a book tour, you do a lot of media, and she's going to be talking to people outside of just the MSNBC crew that she spends most of her time speaking with these days.
Absolutely, and certainly it's an uncomfortable place for Elizabeth Warren to be oftentimes.
Yeah, she doesn't really appear comfortable talking to reporters. She's become kind of famous for ignoring them in the hallways of the Capitol, and you guys have seen up close and personal how she deals with media in her home state. And I've always found it odd because she is a former Harvard professor. She went to college on a debate scholarship. You'd think kind of the ebb and flow and the give and take with reporters would be something she'd be comfortable with, but it's never really been her preferred medium. She seems to like to prefer to stick to the scripted stuff, yelling at people during committee hearings or releasing floor speeches, et cetera, et cetera. So it'll be uncharted territory for her, that's for sure.